Alright, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the losers match here in Group D of the round of 16. But first, let us do another sponsor shout out. Elegant, if you would do the honors.
We, Sale and I, and everybody involved, would like to very much thank Razer and Twitch TV for providing the prize pool very kindly for this tournament. As we all know, without the prize pool, it's difficult to get the players on board. You know, you have to do a lot of persuasion, a lot of asking. So big thanks to them for doing that, and of course big thanks as well to Team Liquid for their support and organisation of the whole thing. It's been absolutely instrumental.
Many thanks indeed. And so, with that, we go on to the penultimate game here in Group D. It is going to be Skyline versus True Touch, a TVZ, one of my favorite matchups to observe.
Yeah, me too. It's always going to be action-packed. So hopefully we're going to get lots of good stuff going on right here. And from these two players, I'm sure we're going to see a decent game. It's really surprising to see these guys actually in the losers match because of all the people in the group, I mean, Skyline, really good Terran, True Touch, absolutely incredible Zerg. So we've had quite a lot of weird losers matches kind of over these groups of players who I wouldn't really expect to see.
It's weird saying losers when you have players like Zeke in them. It's like, yeah, not sure if I want to call that guy a loser, but
yeah,
you know.
It's very strange. It seems somehow insulting. It seems wrong.
I know exactly what you mean, and it'll be interesting. I mean, to see if Skyline can actually come back and make it out of this group, because so far in Group A and B, we had both our invites make it out. So Zeke kind of shakily made it out, and then Michael crushed his group. But then, you know, we saw already today our Protoss invite Dodie just kind of got owned. And now Skyline's in the loser bracket, so, or not loser bracket, but loser match. So yeah, definitely an uphill struggle now for him.
So we'll see how it goes for our noble invites right here. But True Touch is definitely going to have something to say about Skyline's chance of winning. And overall, I would tend to fancy True Touch's chances in this.
I would agree. So, ready to go into the game?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Alright, here we go. The losers match of Group D. At the top right, as the purple Terran, we have SAS Skyline. And at the bottom right, as the red Zerg, we have NW Power, aka True Touch.
Yeah. You know what? This is going a bit wrong for both of us right now. You're mispronouncing stuff, and what the viewers don't know is in that little kind of break where it goes, you know, down TLS. I tried to put a hoodie on, and that's all gone wrong. I now only have one hand because the other hand is sort of trapped in the workings of my hoodie.
Oh man, I saw you doing that. I was like, oh, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna actually manage to do that before the little video thing's over. I was like, oh jeez. Maybe I should talk a little bit more at the beginning in case he gets trapped in his hoodie.
Yeah, but it's happened, Sale. The worst has happened. I actually can't get my left hand free.
Oh man, I wish I could put the camera back on you. I don't have it set up. No.
Thank God that's not possible.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll do my best.
Well done, Elegant. Well done. Anyway, we are in vertical spawns here on ground zero, which means, of course, the Overlord's going to scout in the correct direction. Looks like the drone's actually going to go cross map. Not going to see anything there. The True Touch presumably is just going to open with a 12 hatch anyway. And in the meantime, nothing crazy from Skyline. Now, Skyline went for a 1-Rax expand against his Protoss opponent in the first match. So, and that's even more standard in TVZ, so presumably he'll go for something similar here as well. And it's funny because even though we were both saying that, you know, Skyline maybe not has the greatest of chances against True Touch, he did all kill LRM Zerg lineups, so you know.
Yeah, not too bad. Really not too bad.
Oh, red Zerg on this map. Hey, switch colors then, from red to red. Allied colors doesn't help when you're already red.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like there's a bit of lag. It's not good for the Zerg.
Not really good for anybody.
Looks like somebody has invaded Elegant's room. Okay, so so you guys can't see Elegant right now, but because I have him in the Skype call, I can still see everything. And this random guy just is like walking into his room.
This is all going wrong for me.
Oh man,
Tell him a million times.
Okay, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna have an emergency camera thing for you as well while we're in game, so I can just show your camera randomly.
Oh, please don't. Please, I beg of you.
This is too good.
Oh, this would have been such a fiasco this game if you could see me. It would just have been ridiculous. Like, unprofessional doesn't even begin to cover the way this would have looked.
Dude. And by unprofessional, you mean amazing and hilarious.
Yeah, that too. I guess there's a bit of a crossover in the middle between those two categories. Meanwhile, in the world of StarCraft, we have a little bit of expansion action going on from Mr. Skyline. Still no gas as of yet, so we can assume nothing crazy and mechanical. And meanwhile, we have a third hatchery happening already from Mr. True Touch. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary there either. And he's just going to try and shut down that scouting SCV. He's going to need some decent Zergling micro. Should be able to get it done. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Someone actually just asked what the problem with the red Zerg is on this map. Presumably it's just because on the minimap, like the lava makes it a little bit confusing sometimes when you're just trying to check for drops and things like that. More importantly, when you have an Ash World tile set, it's super annoying to play against lurkers because there's so many like random little patches, like this little thing here, where even if you have detection, it's just hard to actually physically see the lurkers. I actually remember when I first started laddering on Icy Cup, I had a really old CRT monitor which had like slightly faded colors, and I didn't know like how to adjust gamma or anything like that. Like I didn't know what that meant. So when I started playing, I actually, even when I had detection, I literally could not see the lurkers. Just like with my eyes, I couldn't see them because they were the same color as the ground. Yeah. So basically, whenever I played a PvZ against lurkers, I would just kind of like guess where they were based on the sounds, and just like A-move my army with observers and hope that I killed them.
We have some Ling run by into the Terra's natural magic to take out 3 Marines so far, 2 Marines rather, and it looks like all the SCVs are going to be pulled. He should be able to stay safe, but losing a little bit of mind time, losing a couple of Marines there as well. I wouldn't be surprised if those Lings go back in for another try. However, the Marine count has now beefed up a little bit, so it probably would be a little bit misguided. Sorry, go on, you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was busy telling stories when there's actual action happening here on the map. Looks like, oh, good Marine control here. Wow, very good Marine control from Skyline. Only losing a signal Marine to that second attack and killing all the Zerglings. I'm a little bit surprised that True Touch did some kind of early shenanigans like this. Maybe partly because, you know, the natural is fairly wide on ground zero, so it kind of lends itself to that kind of thing, but more in ZVP than ZVT, I would think. And, and Skyline did hold it off without losing too much there, so definitely, I mean, you can see it's kind of eaten into his drone count a little bit here. Not the greatest saturation on the main or the natural. Definitely going to hurt him in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely. Whereas in the meanwhile, we actually have no SCVs being produced over at the other side of the map. So Skyline possibly cutting SCVs for some great purpose. Not quite sure exactly why that would be exactly. Oh no, it looks like he's not cutting.
Oh man, more Lings. What?
What?
That's not gonna work.
At this stage, I don't know. We have a fair few Marines at natural. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work at all. Marines still chilling at the natural, so I don't think these Lings are going to be really able to go anywhere. Yeah, 2 Lings go down immediately. He decides to pull them back. Very, very sensible indeed as well. And continuing to producing drones now, it looks like he's not going to overcommit to this Ling pressure. Oh!
Alright, looks like there's some lag going on, and maybe Tupac is getting kicked out of the game again. Hopefully nothing too crazy is going to happen.
Yeah, he's the referee that trips up all the players as they're playing.
Seriously, we need to start banning Tupac from these games. It's all his fault.
I know, he's nothing
Tupac, get out! He's actually Chill Smurf.
Yeah.
I could see that. I mean, wasn't Chill's other Smurf like Harlem World or something? He would definitely Smurf as Tupacalypse,
it was.
for sure.
Yeah, I think that's...
Oh, somebody check IPs. Somebody check the IPs. Harlem World, Tupacalypse, it's the same person!
Pretty sure we're on something with that. We have a Skango down in the Zerg main, so already Skyline knows exactly what's happening. He should be able to prepare accordingly. It looks like he's pushing out quite a significant number of Marines. Whereas meanwhile, we have only 1 creep colony at the front for True Touch. He's going to have to make up another couple of creep colonies. Quite smart. If he's going to be able to defend these Marines. He's looking like he's dallying around a little bit. I'm surprised he's not being a little bit quicker about this, because he's about to be landing in a significant amount of trouble if those Marines actually make their way over to his base. Still only 1 creep colony, still no sunken colonies. A very, very strange move from True Touch. and Skyline now pushing out, meeting no Lings so far, and being very, very hesitant to push though. The mutants are now out from True Touch, so it looks like he might have just kind of missed his window. Yeah, and yeah, it looks like that's not going to be too much of a danger, but it could have been a little bit of a window of opportunity right there for Skyline to hit, but the mutants are now out, so he's going to have to use the Marines mainly for defensive purposes.
He's doing a big mutiling attack though. Oh no, never mind, he's pulling back. I thought he was going to go in together at the natural. It looks like, the Marines are very well prepared to defend against this muta harass, and I don't think he's going to be able to do too much. There's plenty of open ground here for the Marines to run around, so very difficult for the mutas to actually take any advantage here. Interestingly, still only 2 barracks though, so going up for a relatively quick starport instead. Sorry, I wasn't actually paying too much attention to the Terran main. I was focusing more on the Zerg. But anyway, it looks like going to do some harassment here. The turret's interestingly placed.
Yeah, but they seem to be working out really well in conjunction with that barracks, because look at that, there's really no window in the middle for those mutants to be safe. And taking a lot of hits right there, losing one of the mutants as well. I think that's great placement actually.
Yeah,
it's worked out really nicely. They're making another one in the middle just to be safe, but I think that's actually really, really effective. We have a missile turret that's not building for some reason, even though the SUV still seems to be chilling there.
It's stuck at 55. Did he accidentally stop it?
He must have stopped it.
That's
the
weird.
SUV's still...
Oh man, really messed up micro here. I think it must be lagging or something here.
Yeah. I can only imagine so, but
really
it looks
unfortunate for True Touch.
Yeah, True Touch having a lot of trouble actually getting that done, doing any damage whatsoever. It looks like he's not really able to get any SCVs in that last bout of harass, so he's probably going to be forced to abandon that because there are just so many missile turrets in there now. That missile turret looks really, really weird how that's happened.
Yeah. It's just not constructing.
It's just chilling.
Make it.
That SCV looks like it's still making it, doesn't it?
Do something. Finish the turret.
The SCV to move, but it just didn't. It just... Oh well, whatever floats your boat. So... True Touch is just going to have to keep trying to harass, but I really don't think there's any opportunity in it. I think it's about time that he transitioned. He needs to start making the transition to look. He's looking around now. I'm looking for his hydrogen. He does. I don't know if he has a lurker aspect. Okay, he must have just finished. He does have his first lurker, not too far from being done. In his natural expansion, scan goes down, so Skyline's going to be completely on the ball. He knows exactly what's happening. We've got some decent science vessel turret. Science vessel turret? What does that even mean? Some decent science vessel timing here as well, with his first science vessel nearly out. Queuing up a few there, probably not exactly ideal, but he will need them nonetheless. I'm not quite sure if he's got a radiate yet. If he does, that'll definitely help him pushing out True Touch's useless count.
Alright, I think it's time to pause the game, Elegant, because I can see people starting to wonder in the chat what's going on in this game. Unfortunately, this replay is actually bugged. Okay, so here's what's going on. You can see he's not stacking the mutas. He's had 3 larvas for forever now. I can see people already talking about why he's banking so much. Basically, there was apparently a lot of lag in the beginning of the game, and it seems that it's actually affected the replay, so we actually don't have a full replay of the game. It's actually just completely bugged now, and it's just going to start getting completely random, so I don't want to kind of like make True Touch look bad here by continuing the game while he's not making anything. So we're actually going to have to just give you a text summary, a text recap of the rest of the game. It's going to be awesome, guys.
But you know, Sale, you're pro, so you can just say it. And
dude, it's going to be like an audio book. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, here we go, guys. You ready? All right, everybody get your imagination caps going. All right, here we go. Mini recap. All right, I'm just narrating now. I actually have a script here. Oh man, this is long. What the? Oh man, this is crazy long. All right, to Apocalypse, our handy-dandy observer, is going to be a crazy long script. All right, here we go. Here we go, text summary. All right. Okay, so apparently, True Touch kills a decent amount of SCVs with the muta harass at the natural. But Skyline pushes out with a big M&M force with 3 tanks and a vessel and manages to start sieging up at True Touch's natural. Oh, fantastic. True Touch then goes for the big surround with the Lurker Ling army from both sides. Alright, so he's going in from the front. He's going in from the back. Oh my god, can True Touch hold? And, but unfortunately for True Touch, Skyline prevails in the fight and takes down the natural of True Touch. Oh my god, Elegant, his natural is dead! He's down to his main and his third only! He's a 2 base against 2 base, how is he gonna survive? True Touch could go down 0-2 here, Elegant! It's crazy!
I can't believe what I'm seeing, Sale.
Alright, True Touch manages to eliminate the remaining forces of Skyline, but is in an awful economic position. Oh noes! He tries to rush for Ultralisks while retaking his natural expansion, but Skyline is ready with another army which is heading down to True Touch's third. Alright, the Marines are coming. They're going for the third. There's only a 1 lurker here, Elegant. There's only 1 lurker. He's gonna lose his 3rd base.
He's definitely in danger. That's for sure.
Having only a couple of unupgraded Ultralisk and a handful of Lings, True Touch taps out while not seeing a way to escape his doom. Oh my god, GG!
GG!
And True Touch is out! He's 0-2 in the group. I thought he would 2-0 the group. I suck at liquid betting. I suck at liquid betting.
Yeah, wow, all levity of broken replay aside, that's actually really surprising result for me. True Touch, fantastic Zerg player, going out 2-0 in this group, but that, of course, is good news for racial balance, because that means Skyline gets a chance to go through.
It's either Skyline or Rams. We're going to have another Terran player. Woo.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Don't worry, there's one more game. So, so we're not going to end on the
Imagine if that were the end of the cast. That would just be hideous.
That would be really funny and really bad.
Yeah. And we only lost like 200 viewers during that, so you know, all credit goes to you. And this better be a damn good game.
I think it is. I've been promised a good finale, so fingers crossed. All right, so we'll be back after this break to bring you guys the final match of the night, the final match of Group D to determine who's going to get the last spot in the round of 8.
Yes, indeed.